but I didn't kind of expect it to be that strong. Oh, hey, look. It looks like we're... Oh, are we getting an artist ditto? Who? That's my girl. That's my girl. Yeah. So if the color bug happens again, we just won't count the match. So I'll just assume that at the start of the match, if either of you get the color bug and you just start running off, then we'll assume the color bug happened and we'll try to either reset the room or just load it up again. So hopefully you were listening to that. I'm gonna type it out again for the two players, but just in case. Yeah, because it's actually, I mean, I don't want to call it unplayable, but it's effectively, like, it's a big deal. It's like the VFX tagging for each one is super important for both the slugger and the artist, because like knowing which of the slugger balls is yours is, I mean, you actually saw it at one point during the last set during the color bug glitch, where one of them tried to hit the ball and it wasn't theirs, which, you know, that's super unfortunate. But yeah, I guess in the future, if your match is being streamed, or if you get the color bug in general, as long as you immediately go run off 4 times, because pause is disabled at the moment, then we'll just assume that you got the color bug, and we'll figure it out from there. So I think at this point they're figuring out the stage picks. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and start. Alright, cross your fingers. No color bug. Nice neutral stage. I need to mess with the spawn placements actually, because they're fine for like 1 and 2, but when you start getting into like player slot 3 and stuff, oh, I'm so hyped for an artist ditto. This is my girl. I've been playing so much more artist than slugger. Ooh. Dang, this is some stage control from Haro. Yeah. Let's see. This is my favorite part of an artist ditto, is when you each get like your full suite of options out. There's just so many things you have to be careful of. Probably my favorite thing that I haven't really figured out a great way to implement like in gameplay. So this is one of the things I'm looking for in terms of like learning from the other artist players, is actually setting up situations where if you hit the different paintings, then they'll activate. So like trying to set up like stage situations where you can hit the shark and then that makes your attack safe, because like they block your attack, but then the shark attacks, and so they're hitting hit stun the entire time. That's my favorite thing about the character, I think. Well, the line running mechanics are pretty cool too, but ooh, up there. Yeah, this won't be surprised if I see some buff up air in the chat, because I get this a lot actually. It's kind of a meme. It's probably her best move, I guess. I don't know that there's another move that's gonna be better. Yeah, and oof. Actually, oof. Yeah, so that was right on cue, a great example of why artist up air is really good. Dang, this is pretty, oof. Look at that zone coverage. That's so brutal. Actually, so that exact situation that I was talking about happened. So like he set out the tree, set out the shark, and by the time the shark came back around, he'd done an up air which covered like a grounded approach and fell into the shark, which covered, you know, a high approach. Pretty cool stuff. This is basically the type of thing that I was hoping people would figure out and lab out and stuff. Ooh, he's trying to go for the big. And yeah, it's. Oof. I went for the forward air, needed to go for the up air for the tech chase. But yeah, I'm already impressed. All right, so that's 1-0 for Hama. All right, reporting. I'll set one of those. All right, so now let me make sure the two players, I'll check in with them to make sure their stages are good and all that stuff. So if you've played Smash competitively, it's basically the same layout or the same system for stage striking and stage bans and character picks and that kind of stuff. So you, well, except that you don't ban a stage because there are only 3. And there's no Dave's stupid rule. But generally, it's the loser of the last game gets to pick the stage, and then the winner of the last game picks their character, and then the loser of the game picks their character. So they get 2 chances to counterpick both stage and character. Although in this case, the only thing that really got counterpicked was color, which color skin they wanted to use. Green versus yellow this time. We'll see. There was a extremely dominant first 3 stocks from Hama, but we'll see if it's looking a lot more even this time. Ooh, oh, I thought that was going to be another up there. Yeah, so the current state of the, ooh, wow, nice little platform cancel into focus. That was pretty clean. See you, Hama. Hamana. Dang, I'm actually really impressed with this artist play. Ooh, nice call out. Didn't quite get over it with the cloud, but ooh, the hit up here into. Oh wow, this is actually crazy. This is like textbook zone control. Oh, and he even did the thing that I didn't know people would realize you can do this, but or at least like that it has really strong potential. But as the artist, you can do this also with the Slugger, by the way. But you can do your focus attack, and whenever your focus attack hits anything, you can cancel it into any of the options that you have for canceling focus. And so you can actually do this with your own paintings, because you can hit your paintings, right? So you can do stuff where you like focus, and then you do your focus attack, and then you cancel with the jump or whatever. This is gonna be the up air chain. Yeah, the unfortunate thing right now about the artist is that this is one of the things I'm looking to change, is that, man, it's so brutal. This zone control is crazy. Anyway, to wrap the point up, is that right now her up air is so good, like it's active for so long, and it's so much more reliable than her other moves. You can't hang on to that. That really, it's such a dominant move. So like in most situations, if you are not sure what to do, up air tends to be a good choice. But yeah, usually after a down throw, I like to go for an air throw. I don't know that that's actually optimal, but it usually sets up well for an air dash up air, and it makes me feel cool. Basically every time you get an air throw, I'm like, this game's sick. Ooh. Watch out! The trees, they're so dead. One of the things that I do like about the shark is that, you know, like the term you're sharking somebody is they're stuck in the air trying their best to get down and kind of circling around them. the original implementation of the shark, you couldn't actually hit it like as the opponent, and I may actually change it back to that because it's something about that is kind of like the feeling that you get when there's an unstoppable shark that could jump out of the water at any point just feels so appropriate thematically for, you know, it being a shark. It's like, it's chasing me, dude. I didn't even realize, but we are up again, 3 stocks to 1. Living? Oh no, yeah, that's unfortunate. I've done that so many times. Well, GG's. That is a very clean win from Haumaikro. Oh yeah, you're right. It is best of 5. I was so in the zone. Yeah, we've got at least one more game, potentially. My bad. Oh, we're going back into it. Yes, more artist play. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that there's gonna be artist play, right? But like there's 2 characters. But I don't know. I get excited every time. Alright. So this round kind of starting the same as the last few. Just very dominant play from Haumaikro. Ooh, that was actually a good catch. Oh wow, this is actually crazy. So I'm pretty confident in my artist, but I really would love to play in the Ditto because I feel like I would learn a lot, really, from everyone. I'm not trying to like. Honcho is actually doing a lot of good things. It just feels like Haumaikro so far has been just like the zone control. Really, it's been brutal. Oh, it's like, see that? That's like, how do you avoid this? Look at how do you avoid this? So many boxes, it's not even close. This is crazy. Although I say that he did actually avoid every one of the hits. Just ooh. One of the things that I'm not seeing that much. All right, let's go. Let's go. Down throw up air, very clean. One of the things that I'm not seeing that much that I think would help the Honcho quite a bit is air focus. So like this is something you'll see Valnashir and Poji do really to great effect. Is in any kind of a bad situation in the air, like you can use your focus not just to be invincible, but also to kind of stall out. So makes it a bit harder to time if you're sharking someone, you're juggling them, or whatever. Oof. But I mean, it is definitely risky because at some point you do have to land. If you mess it up, then you're really in a bad spot. It's not, I guess, as bad for the artist as it is for like the slugger, right? Because at the moment, one of the things that I'm thinking about how I would change this is that landing on the cloud for the artist gives you her focus back. Oh, I thought he had used it. I can't believe it didn't grab the ledge. Hate to see it. That's exactly the kind of self-kill that I do all the time. It's kind of like, you hate to see it because her recovery is so good.